Hi everyone, I'm Ellie from Ellie's Exotics, and today we're going to go through my evening routine with a ton of animals. I've got a variety of snakes, geckos, lizards, I've got a frog, and I've even got some inverts as well. A lot of the geckos and lizards need feeding tonight, and things like water bowls and misting needs doing. Stay tuned to see the brand new addition as well. He is very, very cute, and he is very much ready for his dinner. I'm really excited to have this species again. They are absolutely adorable, and I think a lot of you at home may also have one of your own. But anyway, let's get right into it. The first thing that I need to do is clean all of the water bowls. They get fully disinfected on a Monday, and because I was out this morning, I couldn't do it then, so I'm doing it tonight. So I've got my bucket here. I'm gonna gather all of the water bowls and give them a good clean. Let's go. So I'm gonna take all the bowls out and pop them in here, starting with this enclosure at the very bottom. Down here, I've got Peach, my pink-tongued skink, and she has been settling in very, very well. She is going to get fed today, and she likes to eat snails, so it's pretty gross. Up here in this enclosure, we've got Kiki, and Kiki is my corn snake. Kiki is in shed at the moment. A lot of the snakes are either in shed or have just shed because of the heat wave, so we'll be leaving her alone. Up here we've got Toast, and he is my Mexican black king snake. Oh, he's right there poking his head out. He can't still be hungry, he only ate the other day. But he is really lovely, super friendly, definitely the chillest snake that I have, which is pretty surprising for a Mexican black king snake. In here we have got Marmite, and he is my Kenyan sand boa. We probably won't see him today just because he's a sand boa. He lives in the sand. In this enclosure here we've got Bicky, and he is my Woma python. He is also in shed at the moment, just like Kiki, and he's pretty crazy when he's in shed because he can't see very much and he just thinks everything is food. Up here we've got Big Mac, my Pac-Man frog. I'll take his bowl out, and he is very fun to feed, but he's on a bit of a diet, so he's not eating today. And then in here, I've got my chameleon geckos, and I'm just gonna take out their food bowl because they are gonna be getting fed today. And then the last bowl that I need to take out is just down here. This is Chai's enclosure, my Doomeral's boa, and she has actually shed, so we'll take that out. Heavy bowl of water. Oh, and spill it all over myself. I'm gonna take Chai out today as well because she is kind of going down a feisty route at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why, so I'm trying to handle her more often. But also because she's just shed, I want to check if her stuck shed and stuff. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine, but it's nice to check. It does smell like someone's had a poo too, so maybe it was Chai. She's a big snake, so she does big poops. Now I'm gonna head into the other room and grab food bowls and water bowls. Okay, we're in the other animal room now. Sorry if the lighting is a bit weird. We're gonna take out these geckos' bowls. Oh, and Tim Tam is awake. He's so cute. But let's take his water bowl out and pop it in here. And then in here we have the new addition. He's on paper towel at the moment, and we'll need to change that paper towel out, but we'll do that in a bit. First, let's get his water bowl clean. Let's take that out and pop his lock back in. And then down here we have got Honey. She is my gargoyle gecko. I need to take her food bowl out. And then down here in this enclosure we've got Cheese, my crested gecko, and I need to take his food bowl out as well. And then in here, we have got Morticia, my Brachypelma smithy, also known as the Smith's red knee tarantula. And then over here, we have got Obi-Wan. He is my hairy desert scorpion. Their water bowls are already nice and clean, so we can leave these guys alone. But let's take this bucket of bowls into the bathroom and give them a good scrub. I'm very lucky that I have an ensuite in here, so I can use this bathroom just for animal stuff and nothing else, which is great. But let's get them clean. Before the bowls go back into the enclosure, I need to fill my misting pump up. I just got a fancy new one, which is electric. It's pretty fun. I'm just putting some water conditioner in there. This is some Repti-Safe. All right, let's let that fill. And when I do the water bowls, I take the spray nozzle off the top, just so the water is a bit more concentrated. I'll just leave this in the shower for now. Okay, that's all full. Now we're ready to go. So going in the opposite order now, I'm popping the water bowls back in, and you can see this new edition has done a poop, so I'll need to get that cleaned up. Let's fill his water bowl up. There we go. He's all done. Next up, we'll pop Tim Tam's water bowl back in, and oh my gosh, look at little Tim Tam. He is so cute. He has really been coming out of his shell recently, and he doesn't hide away as much, which is lovely, so I get to see him a little bit more. But let's pop his water bowl back in. It just goes here. Let's fill that up there. And there you go, Tim Tam. You can go back to bed now. Now let's take the bucket into this room and pop them back into these enclosures. Up here is Marmite. Pop his bowl back in and fill it up. And let's pop Big Mac's bowl in. There's his bowl. Luckily, he's not out at the front today, because usually he sits right here and he'll try and jump out of the enclosure anytime I go in. But luckily today he's moved into a different spot. His plants have been growing out really nicely. His enclosure looks really good. I'm very happy with it. And there is Big Mac at the back. And now we'll pop Toast's water bowl back in. He's got this one here. And I'll just pop that there and fill it up with my spray pump. Close his Viv up. Where did I just put his lock? Oh, there we go. I also got these black locks recently. So simple, but looks so much better than the white ones, I think. Now let's pop Kiki's water bowl back in. Kiki is just at the back there in shed, as you can see. Let's pop her bowl there and fill it up. She has not been enjoying the heat, bless her. It got to like 30 degrees one day in the reptile room, which was really not good. And I was like, okay, I need to go and get an aircon set up, get an aircon unit in this room. And they're all sold out everywhere. I literally cannot get an AC unit. It's crazy. And apparently there's another heat wave coming soon. So if you have reptiles during a heat wave, then I do have a full video on TikTok, I'll put it here, about what you can do to keep them cool. It's on Instagram as well. But just remember to turn off your heat lamps, even if they're on a thermostat. Make sure the animals all have fresh water daily, and even give some of the animals a mist, even if they are an arid species. You can give them a very, very light spray just to keep them hydrated, because I know it's been hot. I mean, I'm sweating already and it's not even been that hot today. But anyway, let's keep filling up the bowls. Let's give Bicky his bowl back. And sometimes he can be a little crazy when I'm filling his water, and he'll like go and try and bite it, especially when he's in shed. But I don't think he's that interested today. He's just in that hide there, all curled up, asleep probably. Let's close this up. And then down here is Chai's enclosure, and you can see how she's shed there. So once all the bowls are done, I'll get her out and I'll take that bit of shed out. Let's just put that there. There we go. Fill that up. The other day she was being such a nightmare because she was very hungry because of the heat wave. But because she was in shed, she couldn't see anything, so she kept missing the mouse. Then she dropped the mouse and I had to give it back to her. Yeah, she was going crazy for her food, but she got it eventually. That's her all done. And then last but not least, we have Peach's water bowl back in here. Her enclosure has grown out really nice. I mean, look at this inch plant. How much it's grown. I literally put like a tiny clipping in. Same with this pothos, and it's just everywhere now. It's looking very good. The calatheas, not doing the best. There is some new growth, but the tops of the leaves of that one, not doing very good at all. But it's just because of the heat lamp, to be honest. Anyway, let's fill Peachy's bowl up. This is where the springtails like to hang out, by the calathea under the bowl. And I think I'll probably give them a bit of a water as well whilst I'm here. Make sure all the plants are hydrated, especially the pothos in the background. I always forget to water that one. And water these. Water the umbrella plant down the end there. This one actually isn't doing too bad, even though it is under the heat lamp. I think it seems to be handling it quite a bit better than the calatheas. All right, that's all the water bowls done. It's time to get Chai out. Okay, so we got Chai out. Luckily my partner came home and he could give me a bit of help because it's really hard to film her and hold her, especially when she's not great with things like moving near her face. That's usually what sets her off. But yeah, we got her out and I'm not entirely sure what it is with Chai. As she gets older, she's getting worse with handling. She never used to strike, she was just like a bit flighty, but now she does, and she does hiss. We're gonna continue to work with her, I think. We've had her for almost 2 years now, I'm pretty sure, so she's been with us for a while. I'm not entirely sure where this attitude change is coming from, but you know, we'll keep an eye on her. We'll try and tame her down. The only thing is with Chai, she's a Dumeril's boa, she's only gonna get bigger, so we need to work on this problem now than try and deal with her when she's like a 7-foot snake, you know. I'll keep you guys updated. If you would like to see a video on taming her down, then let me know because it's something that I can do. I've done it before, I did it with Bicky, but yeah, if you've got a defensive snake, maybe it would be helpful. So let me know if you'd like to see that. But anyway, we need to move on to the rest of the reptile chores now. So now we are going to start feeding. Oh, here's Chai's shed, by the way. It was in one piece, but unfortunately it ripped whilst I was taking it out. So she's done a nice full shed for us, and you can actually see like her patterns in the shed. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna chuck this, I think, because obviously it's all ripped up, so I don't really need to keep that. So let's just pop that in there. And then up here, I've got my whiteboard with my daily tasks on it, but let's get to feeding. So we'll start with apple, kiwi, cheese, and honey. I've made a little feeding station in the bathroom here, so I'm gonna make up some gecko formula with my blue river diet bottle. I've got 2 different flavors on the go at the moment. I've got this one with insect and I've got this one with fruit mix. They've got little labels on, by the way. If you would like to get your own, then you can actually check out my Etsy store. My Etsy is available. I'm selling enclosure labels, food labels, I'm selling all sorts, so go check that out. All custom made by myself, so get your own today. But anyway, I think I'm gonna give them this fruit mix. This is the new blueberry, the dog is barking. This is the new blueberry formula by Blue River Diet, so I'm gonna mix up some of this. I just used this little container here to measure it out, so I'm just gonna spoon this into here like so, and because I'm feeding 4 geckos, I'm gonna do 4 heaped spoonfuls. This will last them like all week. I can just pop it in the fridge and come back and get the rest of it. I just have a look, how much have I put in? 25 ml. So I'll pour this in here and make sure you get it all over the floor as well. It's the rules. And then you need double the amount of water. So I've got about 50 ml of water there. This is my first time feeding the blueberry one, so I don't know. Oh, look how blue. Look at the color of it, okay. It's very blue, but this is my first time feeding this flavor, so we'll have to see if they like it. Look at the color, that's crazy, it like matches my shirt. There are no added colorings, by the way. This is just the color it turns out to be, I guess. I thought it was gonna be more purple, because usually, like if you make a smoothie with blueberries, it turns purple, but I guess it's bright blue. Give it a good mix. Okay, I've got it all over my hand. And I've got some nice fresh food bowls, and I'm gonna fill these up with just a bit of this formula. Oh, that's perfect. I didn't make it too runny. I usually do. I usually add way too much water. But yeah, I'm just gonna give them about that much. Fill the bowl about halfway. Just these little food bowls. And then the rest of this can go into the fridge. And when they get fed on Wednesday and Friday, then they can have more. So now let's give the geckos their food. I think I'm gonna get Cheese out and see what he thinks of it. Let's do these guys first. Pop it in here. Oh, we've got Kiwi here actually. Maybe he'll take some. Do you want some?
No.
Look. No. Yeah, he's kind of shy, to be honest. Do you want some? Look, it's yummy. Okay, I'll leave him there. I've poured some on the branch. I'll close this up and I'll come back in a couple minutes because I have a feeling that he'll probably go for it. But now let's give Honey hers. Take this in here. This is now like the official gecko room. I've only got those geckos over there in here. The rest of the geckos are in here. Honey's new enclosure will be arriving soon as well. I have ordered her a custom enclosure from Viperia, and I bought that myself. I think she's really going to like it. She'll finally get out of this wooden old Viv that is like literally falling apart and is oak, so it doesn't match the rest of them. And she'll get one just like Cheese's Viv here, and it'll be next to him. But speaking of Cheese, let me get Cheese out and see what he thinks of this blueberry food. Here's Mr. Cheese. He is very cheese colored at the moment, actually. He's living up to his name. But let me grab some of this blueberry food. Don't jump onto the camera, Cheese. He can be a bit of a jumper sometimes. Do you want some of this food? It's quite yummy. There we go. Look at that. Okay, well, don't jump onto my face now. Do you want some more? No? You don't want any more? Okay. Well, I'll pop him back into his enclosure and he can eat the rest of his very blueberry food later. Bye, Cheese! He's actually got a bit of blueberry on his face still. Got a bit of blueberry on your face? Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Bye, Cheese. Okay, so now I have got some bugs here and I'm gonna feed Tim Tam, the barking gecko, and I'm going to feed the new addition. But before I feed him, I do actually need to get him out because I need to clean his paper towels because he has pooped. He has done a few poops now, which is great. They are very healthy poops. So let me introduce you to Egg. So this is Egg, and Egg is my new rehome leopard gecko. There he is. There's a better look at his little face. He is absolutely adorable. I have had leopard geckos before. I had Ditto, and I had him for work. At the time, I didn't really have space to keep him permanently when I left the company. But since I've built this new gecko room, I have space to take on a new rehome, so that's what I've done. So Egg has permanently joined the family. He is just so cute. I am absolutely obsessed. But let me pop him into this travel container whilst I clean out his enclosure. There you go, Egg. So this is his current enclosure. Oh, I've just done his water and I now need to take it out again. It's a 36 by 18 by 18 and he's on paper towels just because it was all a bit rushed when I got him, to be honest. The situation he came from, his owner's enclosure broke and he couldn't afford to get a new enclosure, which is fair enough. You know, these things happen. I found him on a rehoming site. He's about 6 years old. But yeah, any rehome I get, I do tend to quarantine. If I felt like there was a risk, then I would have quarantined in a separate room, but there really isn't a risk with this gecko at all. Anyway, let's get rid of this paper towel and pop some new paper towel in. He'll be in a setup like this for probably about a month, and then he'll go into a proper setup. But now let's pop his hides back in. I have changed out the paper towel in his humid hide as well. Put his cool hide back in. And then I've also grabbed this piece of basking slate because he didn't have one before, but I found this within all of my other reptile stuff, so now he can bask on there. I'll put this branch back in. The reason why quarantine setups are always quite bare like this is just so you can monitor the animal a little bit easier. Pop his water bowl back in. Oh, I just spilt it everywhere. And then he's got his calcium dish as well. And the last thing I'm going to do on this enclosure is I'm going to change these tracks out so they match Tim Tam's. You can see his are black, so I'm just going to cut these to size and pop those on. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, that looks so much better. It has been bothering me literally all week that these two Vivs looked ever so slightly different. Looks 10 times better now. Anyway, let's pop Egg back in and give him some food. He wants out of here. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. Let's pop him back in. Okay, Eggy, you go back in? Alrighty. You're all done. First things first, hand sanitizer. Clean my hands because I have just handled eggs, so I need to make sure everything's nice and sterile. And then I've got my bugs here, and I'm gonna pop in some low D3 calcium and some vitamin A. And here I've got my Pro Rep shaker. So we're gonna feed Tim Tam first. Tim Tam gets these teeny tiny bugs because he's a teeny tiny guy. I've got my gecko tongs here. You can get these on my Etsy. Literally just gonna pop the bugs into this container here. You know what? I'm gonna be mental today and just take the lid off and catch them with my hands because I don't think there's that many left in here. Those are all the teeny tiny bugs. How many is he getting today? He's getting 5. Yeah, that's about right. That's usually how many I give him. So now I'll close this up. I'm gonna pop some of this calcium in there, just like that, and then a bit of vitamin A as well. Vitamin A is really good for things like eyesight. It keeps your gecko's eyes nice and healthy. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that like so, and you can just give them a shake. So I do think Tim Tam has gone back to bed. He just doesn't eat from tongs, so I'm not even gonna bother. That's all of his bugs in. I might come back to him in a second once he's realized that there's food in there. Now it is egg time. He's got some bigger bugs today. I've got some dubias actually, so I might give him a dubia. Cockroaches really smell, not gonna lie. Okay, so he's got 5 feeders as well. I'm gonna give this a good shake. They're all dusted. Tap off the excess and lock it up. Come on, egg. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on, egg. I know you want it. There we go. Let's give him the other one. Come on, young man. You want another worm? Oh, this is not a worm, actually. This is a cockroach. There we go. Oh, yeah, get it. There we go. Oh my gosh, he's so fun to feed. The next gecko that's gonna get some bugs is Cheese, and he loves his bugs. So I have a feeling he's gonna come straight for this. Come on. There we go. Cheese has always been very bug motivated. Ever since he was a baby, he's always gone crazy for bugs. With Cresties, it's a bit hit or miss, to be honest, whether they will eat bugs, but he's great with them. I do always tongue feed him, just, oh my gosh, Cheese. Okay. Crazy. Yeah, I do always tongue feed him. They eat the plants if I leave them in there. Okay, so we are at Peach's enclosure now, and I have got a very yummy, tasty snail for her. I believe she's under this bit of cork bark here, so let's get her out. There she is. Let's see if she wants this snail. Oh, there we go. She's got it. There's something about snails and pink-tongued skinks. It's like kind of the only thing they'll really eat. Are you gonna crush the snail, Peach, or are you just gonna sit there with it? Okay, let me crush it. This is gonna be quite gross. I do apologize. It's all crushed up for you now. Is that a bit easier to eat? She likes to spit the shell out as well, so you'll see her do that. Oh, it's so tasty. I think it's still too big for you, Peachy. I might need to cut it up. Girl, that's a big snail. No, you don't have to eat that in one go. Give it here. Let me cut it up. Wait there. There. That's a bit better. There, you can eat that now. That's a bit of a better size, isn't it, Peach? You've got another piece. Do you want another piece? Do you want this other piece? Mmm. It's yummy. Here you go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she is actually too cute. Look at this snail bubble. Let me see if she'll take another one. You can have another one if you want it. Oh, I think she does. Okay. I want you to crush this one though. Oh, look at all the snail goo. It's actually so gross. And she's crushing it now. Should do Peach ASMR. There you go. I think everyone needs a pink-tongued skink in their life. She is the least skittish animal that I own, and she's just so lovely. And she's been like this from day one. I've been able to tongue feed her or like hand feed her. It does take a while to feed her though, I will say. Out of all the animals, she's probably the one that I spend the most amount of time on, like maintaining the enclosure and, you know, feeding her and whatnot. A face of a very happy girl who is full of snails. Are you happy? You full? Nice and full now, Peachy? Okay. All right, so that's everyone fed who needs feeding today. The last thing that I need to do this evening is mist everyone, but we've got half an hour until the lights turn out, and I do like to do my evening mist once they have turned off so the water doesn't just immediately evaporate. So I'm just gonna hang out in here for a bit, and I'll be back in about half an hour once it is nighttime mode in here, and I'll spray everyone, and then that will be the animals done for the day. So I'll see you in half an hour. Okay, so it is now nighttime in the reptile room. As you can see, all the lights have gone off. They go off at about 7 o'clock every night, and then they'll come on again at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But now I'm gonna spray whoever needs misting every day, which is my cresty, my gargoyle, my chameleon geckos, my Pac-Man frog, and my pink tongue skink. So let's do that. Let's spray the chameleon geckos first. Honestly, this spray pump is fantastic. Okay, there's Big Mac. Peach is still down here. Let's give her a spray. There we go. Oh, do you want to come out for a bit? You've got dirt on your face. Oh, she is too cute. She's so lovely. Look, I can put your cork bark back now. All right, off you go. Go on. There we go. She's all done. Now let's do cheese and honey. There we go, that's him sprayed. It's just honey now to spray. Give the moss pole a good spray down. Keep the pothos nice and healthy. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is the evening routine complete in the animal room. And now that all the animals are waking up, I'm just gonna sit here for a while. But if you did enjoy this video, then please do make sure that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more. Make sure you comment down below what your pet reptiles are called and what does your nighttime routine look like? Is it more full on than this? Is it not as full on? Let me know. I do apologize if you can hear anything in the background throughout this video as well. Because it's warm, everyone just does everything on their garden at the same time. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.